podcasting.
May the 4th be with you on episode 175 of the pod. Yes.
I have a lightsaber.
You do?
Yes.
Do you want to show me it?
No, I don't have my concealed carry for it yet.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Keep that at home. Don't pull out your lightsaber. And we got a good episode in for you today. Speaking of today.
Yes?
This is almost like the Today Show, if you're listening today, which we'll get into later on in the pod.
Yes.
Also, Dane has a million thoughts about a million different things, including some Adidas shoes, some marathons, and losing his job.
Yes.
But we won't know exactly what that is until you listen in later on the pod. So we got a good one in for you today, and we're back at you with another one.
Happy 4th of May. Also, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Tomorrow.
On Tuesday, which is what we've been training for.
In Mañana.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Cinco de Mayo on a Tuesday.
That's like... That doesn't happen. That's like once in like every 100 years. When they talk about like the eclipse and everything else, like Cinco de Mayo on a Tuesday, same energy, even higher.
Rarer, actually. It's like if man had actually walked on the moon.
Yeah. Oh my word. This is a miracle. And speaking of man on the moon, we are going to get into a sci-fi movie draft later.
See?
And if you want to throw one of the moon landing movies in there, feel
Apollo
free.
11.
That's what I have for my number one. So don't do that one.
If the moon landing was real,
that could have been good. That could have been really good.
Everybody at home's laughing about the moon landing.
I know Jack is. But also, you think the moon's real?
Yeah, the moon's not real. It's a government drone.
I know. We're all in
just like
simulation.
Birds. Just like birds.
Birds are too much.
Water is from the government too.
Who started birds are not real?
I don't know, but that's an actual movement.
I know. I remember in college, people printing off flyers and put them all over Missouri State.
And I love it.
And it was not me. I promise.
I might do that this week. I might go to work and just print this off.
Oh, man.
Birds aren't real flyers.
I mean, you are taking over the young adults ministry here in a bit. Intermittently.
Interim. Yes.
Yeah, intermittently fasting with it.
While the actual director's on paternity leave. I keep
maternity leave. He's a man.
Well, I keep getting corrected on that because I keep saying maternity leave, and I go paternity is for papas, maternity is for mamas.
Take the M out, put the P in for paternity.
Yes.
There we go. What was I going to say? I had a lot of interesting updates this week. One of which was I went to the play Wicked. I know I am a Christian, but I went to Wicked for content. Which Wicked is about
green people.
Yes, that is very true.
Very similar to Shrek.
You are getting this right. What else do you know about this?
Oh man, there's Lindsay's named after this movie.
She's the main character.
Yeah, Wicked Witch of the West.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it's about the evil witch. It's from that movie. What's the movie?
Lord of the Rings.
No, not that one. Another sci-fi draft.
Yeah. Come on, you got this.
The Wizard of Oz.
There we go.
It's about the evil
which is
witch
about Ozzy Osbourne
or Ozzy Smith.
Both of them, actually.
Yes.
Depending on what side of the country you're on,
or
right or
pastor's
left.
Dog, Ozzy.
Yeah, as well.
He does have a dog.
He's in the school play.
Yes.
So it's about the green people and the Wizard of Oz.
Yes. The lion is
the witch and the wardrobe
are all in it.
Mm-hmm.
So is PETA from District 12.
Yeah, PETA, and they don't like animals.
They don't like animals.
Yeah, they're like, don't eat meat, and I'm like, no.
Yes.
I'm a carnivore.
Hence the lion.
Yes.
The Tin Man's also in it.
Mm-hmm.
Straw Man burnt up in the tornado.
Yep.
I also don't understand what a straw man argument is.
Did you say a straw man burnt up in the tornado?
Well, you know.
Everything else has been accurate until you said that. The straw man, he can't be burned, and that's one of his fatal flaws.
Is that true?
Yeah.
In the movie?
Yeah, just watch it, and you'll remember.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely true.
I've never seen Wizard of Oz. I've never seen anything with Wicked.
Okay. Well, I think you basically got it right. If you have any other comments on what else happens in Wicked, along the lines of what Dane was saying, then just throw that down in the comment section. We'll read it off next week.
Isn't Ariana Grande in it?
Yeah, she was in Springfield. Yeah, she played it. In the play.
I don't know.
I didn't see the movie. I
thought you saw the movie.
No. I went to the play, the Broadway play, which they had in Springfield for a week.
I just wish you were a Christian. Unreal.
So yeah, they have Broadway plays here every once in a while. I saw Hamilton a few years ago. I guess next year they're having the Lion King come in.
Way better.
I saw one back in high school. I had to see like a play for a class, and I went to see the play Hair.
Hairspray?
No, just Hair.
Oh.
Don't recommend that. Probably if you're high school or younger.
Oh.
Not super appropriate. I would not be allowed to sing along to the words because there was some choice selections of words being used.
If you were in high school or now?
If you're white.
So Unreal.
Don't sing along to that. But I had to see a Broadway play, and I had no idea. I went, I'm like, that was something. That was something. But anyway, I actually saw Wicked a different time in Springfield back in 2016.
Oh.
But
sorry to hear that.
I did have a fatal flaw during that play. What do you think that fatal flaw was?
Oh, man. Mm-hmm. Android.
Harsh. Okay, I guess depending on who you asked, I still did have an Android, but I fell asleep during the Broadway play. And I'm like, I regret this. I have to go to New York someday now to see this play to make up for that fatal fall of falling asleep.
Well, and Lauren loves New York.
That is true.
So go with her.
And she's already seen Wicked, though. Because I asked her if she would want to go this time around, and she's like, I saw like a few years ago. I'm good.
But in New York, she would totally go see it.
But at the same time, she'd be like, why don't we see a play that I've not seen? Because then she's like, I already saw this. She saw it like in St. Louis or Chicago or Kansas City or something a few years ago. But anyway, they're coming to Springfield. I'm like, this is my time. This is my time to see it. Again, after falling asleep 10 years ago.
Again.
But before I get into it any further, I want you to guess what might have happened the day I fell asleep in 2016. What do you think I might have done
2016
in the morning that led to this extreme tiredness?
In the morning?
And if you want to go 20 questions route, or if you just want me to dig into it, I want you just to take your wildest few guesses.
Were energy drinks involved?
I don't think any energy drinks were involved. That might have helped.
What time did you go to bed that night?
This was my senior year of high school. So I don't know if that gives you any more context.
What time of year was this?
This would have been February. I think it landed right around Valentine's Day.
Okay. That's crazy. I thought I was going to guess like graduation or project graduation.
You're somewhat on the right path regarding school
was there a dance?
You're very close.
Okay. Was it like a winter formal sports dance?
It was in February.
Yeah.
So I don't think they usually
Well, you
do
said
winter.
around Valentine's Day.
But it was involving a dance in a way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got married.
That's not it. You're really close.
Okay. Really.
But you're on track with the dance thing. What happens usually before a big dance?
Before you set up for the big dance.
Yes. But okay, so let's say you set up for the big dance, and then what else sometimes happens before certain dances? Typically, it happens 2 times a year. There's something that happens with like an assembly.
Oh, a pep rally?
Okay, yes. But what do you think I might have been involved with?
Swimming?
No. I think I might have swum that morning. But sometimes there's a homecoming.
Court?
Yes.
Hoko.
So that's usually in the fall.
The prom.
So in the spring, there's a different kind of court.
Prom court.
Not prom. Prom would be like in May.
So
did you ever have like
winter court?
Did you ever have like a Sadie Hawkins dance or an LPA?
No. We had winter sports, which was just another dance.
Okay. Well,
and it wasn't Sadie Hawkins though.
Yeah. But you know what a Sadie Hawkins dance is?
Yeah, girls ask guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had it called LPA, which is like ladies pay all.
Oh.
I was thrown on the court. By thrown on the court, I think I was just nominated.
You were auctioned off to all the women of your school?
That's what happened.
I love that.
That is what happened.
This is the best news I've heard in a while.
And I don't remember exactly how it came about, but they're like, do you want to do this? And I'm like, sure, why not? But then I had to figure out, I'm like, I'm not dating anybody. And with the court, you have to have someone like escort you.
Oh, this was PL.
PL?
Pre-Lauren.
Yes. And I was like, I don't really know what to do here. But one of the people, I think, who either helped nominate me or was involved in like that process or whatever, she was like, I'll be like your, I don't know how to word this.
Honey bear?
Yeah, be your honey bear for this. Because typically with the court ceremonies, they also have you like go out there during the assembly. And for ours specifically, you had to have a choreographed dance.
Ooh. So
in front of roughly 2,000 people.
Well, that's good.
So I did a song that I knew well by Family Force 5, Chainsaw, Crank It Like a Chainsaw.
I've never heard this.
It was really big around 2016. You should listen to it sometime. Very, very hype. Danced in front of, again, roughly 2,000 people. They did the whole thing.
And shook it for them all.
I did shake it quite a bit.
Crazy.
And then they were like, hey, and the winner of the LPA court is Samuelson. I'm like,
wow.
I knew it. I knew it all along. The homeschooler, gone public schooler, got voted king. And I immediately said, you must all bow down before Jesus.
Because you twerked for everybody?
Whatever it took to get votes. But no joke, right after I was named LPA king, they came up to interview me. And they're like, how are you feeling? And no jokes, the next words out of my mouth were, I have hit my peak. It all goes downhill from here.
Facts.
Immediately, that's what I said. And it ended up being true.
Not the true.
Yeah. But again, that's the same day that I saw Wicked, so I got to leave school a little bit early. I took a selfie out in front of the school with me wearing my crown.
The day.
And then I fell asleep at Wicked. It was one of the most electric days.
So you danced in front of the whole school, won LPA court, and then went to Wicked later that day.
Had a great quote, left school early, went to Wicked, and then fell asleep.
That's an epic day. It did all go downhill from there.
Pretty much. I mean, I that was about the peak of the peak. I don't think I could have got much higher after that. I had a good few months in high school right around there.
2016 was an epic year anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole year. I mean, going from leading up to 2016, getting kicked off my swim team that I had been on for like 15 years.
That's tough.
And then after that, is slowly, I mean, anything could have gone uphill from there. So I got named LPA King, got named to my high school Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Got some other random awards here and there. And then college hit. Yeah. Kickapoo.
Okay. Terrible school.
Brad Pitt went there, though.
He did go there.
He didn't win LPA King. I did.
He didn't. He's a bum.
Yeah. Or he didn't win in 2016. I don't know if he might have won back in the day. But anyways, rambling too much, fell asleep during Wicked and then got to finally redeem myself in 2026. Did not fall asleep. That was a plus. But I'm kind of weird. You know, like in...
you are kind of weird, yes.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz, there's like tornadoes and everything else.
No, I told you that. I've never seen that.
Well, there are tornadoes because the house got thrown and killed the witch.
Because the Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, Little House on the Prairie got thrown.
I didn't know the witch died.
Yeah, one of the witches. Not the green witch did not get hit by the house.
There's multiple witches?
Yeah, she has a sister. Or actually, I think technically a good friend.
What?
And Wicked is a good friend. I thought in the Wizard of Oz it was a sister.
Right.
But per Wicked, it was a... No, it was a sister. Never mind. Sister got killed by house.
Right, because that one meme of that dude yelling at that one dude.
Yeah,
it's
that
his
meme.
Sister, bro.
Mm-hmm. But there were tornado watches going on. And I'm like, wow, this is really...
During Wicked.
During Wicked. I'm like, wow, I hope a house does not fly through here and hit me.
Wow.
Because that would have been that's the craziest story. Like, I didn't see the first Wicked movie because I fell asleep or play. The second one got hit by a house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was tornado watch for us this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a lot of tornadoes, a lot of hail. Did your car get destroyed by hail?
I bring that up and grinds my gears.
Okay. I could take a slight break here before I get into the rest of my updates if you want to share some of yours.
Sure. Yeah. So, our church.
Yes, our church.
Yeah. Our church is turning 10 years old on Sunday, which would have been yesterday if you're listening on Monday.
Yep.
And it's going to be a little different than like a normal sermon. It's just going to be a big recap of 10 years, essentially.
Nice.
And they're showing a video, and one of the spots in the video is me getting baptized. So that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
And you see me with all kinds of hair, like pre-cancer hair.
That's
great.
The best. PC hair.
Man,
cancer.
PC hair.
Pre-cancer hair. PCH.
PCH.
Yeah.
Man, it sounds like a high school.
Yeah.
On the coast. But so that's going to be happening. And then so I was thinking about just some of my favorite moments, which obviously my baptism was pretty cool. My mentor at the time, he kept being like, you got to get baptized. You got to be baptized. And I was like, you're so right. I hate it whenever you quote scripture to me.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay, I'll get baptized, but only if you do it. So a guy named Skylar baptized me, and that was pretty cool. I remember the day he texted me first. I thought he was a girl. I was
it checks out. Yeah.
I was like, who is named Skylar texting me?
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then joined his small group where we did some epic growing. I was with like 30 and 40-year-olds. I'm not even 30 yet myself.
Yeah.
So imagine 21, like 22-year-old Dane with 30 and 40-year-olds. And one couple was in their 50s and learning all about their lives and their best practices and things they've learned over time. And we would eat for an hour. We'd read the Bible for an hour. We'd talk about it for an hour. And then I'd stay for 2 more hours and talk about just life and best practices and things like that. Did all kinds of growing. Lindsay eventually joins that small group.
And then went downhill from there.
Daniel Reed also joined that small group, and that was great. Met a bunch of awesome people who I ran into last week whenever I was getting my car worked on, which was cool. I ran into one of them.
You got your car worked on.
Again.
Yeah,
need a new tie rod.
Oh, yeah, you told me about
yes,
that.
Yeah. Yes. So that was awesome. Other epic times, we have talent shows that we did for our college ministry. So there was epic things at that. Like people were spitting water into each other's mouth at one point. That was gross.
Can't do that before marriage.
I know that it was two dudes.
Still can't. You can't do it at all. Then
can't do that.
Never.
That was crazy. Setting up every Sunday, getting free donuts, serving in Hill City Kids, and then learning that hey, I don't hate kids. That turned into a career, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Learned all my best friends in my life. Met you this way because
shout out.
Met a guy named Brendan who went to his going away party, and he goes, "Hey, Dane, you'll like Samuel."
Talk to him. He has no friends here. And I'm like, okay, I'll sit by you on the porch.
And I was on a porch, and I remember that. That was crazy on some street.
I know at least I played, or maybe I didn't play. I think I watched Kyle Hebert play some cornhole. I'm like, what a guy.
Oh yeah, what a tall, masculine young man.
What a soccer player.
Plays for
Canada and St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah. STL United. Did a bunch of things like that. Lindsay met her husband this way, so that was crazy.
Daniel, right?
Yeah, Daniel. Okay, that's the one.
Good.
I have met girls I've dated this way.
A lot of them.
Not a lot. Of them.
A good amount.
Good amount of them.
Scores of them.
That doesn't make any sense.
Do you know what scores are?
Like it's a number, but I don't know what the number
scores, like
is it 20?
Yeah. So scores like 20, 40.
Because 4 score and 20 years ago. Whenever
no.
Well,
four
that's
score
what
and 7 years ago.
And 7 years. Okay.
4 scored 20 years ago. So it's 5 scores ago.
Oh, fine.
4 scores and 7 years ago is 87.
87, yeah. And Lincoln made that speech.
Yeah.
And that was the
Remember the
Emancipation Proclamation. No, you're trying to get me to look dumb on the podcast. And so Hill City has been awesome. It's led to me getting jobs there and things like that. Being interim dude of the young adult ministry, not the high school ministry. What?
Yeah. You run a little bit of everything.
Yeah, my hands are in a little bit of everything.
Still run the marriage ministry, which is pretty cool.
That was last weekend. I wasn't invited.
Sorry.
I'm still mad about that.
I
want to go even if I'm not married.
Yeah.
I want to listen to the guy talk.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I did have to make a note just really quick. Speaking of the guy who talked, I was writing down his name, forgot to write his last name because it's a hard last name and they don't put it on the screen. Yeah. And immediately over it, I put in parentheses, Harris Creek. And then he talked for about 2 more minutes and I was like, formerly Harris Creek.
Formerly.
Yeah. I was like, I did not realize he was no longer with them.
I didn't either. I didn't know he left.
Yeah.
But
they probably didn't promote that because it's like, well, people think he's still there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he went on to go do, but he was their marriage pastor.
Yeah. He said he's in Dallas now. So
whatever that means. He's at Watermark. He said that.
Yeah. In Dallas.
Yeah. Which is JP came from Watermark.
So this did the crisscross applesauce.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. They probably got a handle on the marriage ministry there at Harris Creek now. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's happening. So lots of things happening. It's been a wild ride. Trying to get lots of people to go to Hill City now. I remember when the college ministry was 20 people and I knew all of them, and now it's 800 people.
And you know none of them.
And I know not none of them. I only know like the leadership team, which is like 100 people now. Getting ready to go work out after this with 2 of those leadership heathens. But nice. So that has been kind of the updates of the week from Dane. We're going to be seeing that tomorrow, and it's going to be pretty epic, awesome, and amazing, and crying all over the place. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, I was able to get a new job, but I'm currently in this like 2-week period where I'm like, I'm basically retired.
Or a free agent, if you will.
Free agent, sort of, kind of.
You're in escrow.
I'm in between jobs. So I have a lot of time on my hands, and one of the things I've been doing is using Lauren's code for free drinks at Panera.
Obviously.
And I've been going in the middle of the day, and you know who's not there in the middle of the day?
Anybody who has a job?
And young people in general. Yeah. So I'm seeing all the olds.
The elderly.
Yeah, elderly.
Who are free during the day, in a way.
Yeah. I brought down the average age pretty quickly as soon as I walked in. One of the days where I walked in, immediately the shorter, older woman's like, whoa, you're really tall. I'm like, you're really short. I didn't say that, but I thought
You're really old.
Like, wow. And then I just started calling her out, like all of her fatal flaws. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Fatal flaw is your favorite word on the episode.
It is, yeah. Fatal flaws. Maybe that's the episode title. Probably won't be. We'll see. But anyway, I've been sipping coffee with retired folk. The other day, I decided, You're just falling asleep.
I'm tired. I told you I was tired.
I'm sorry.
You refused my nap today.
I'm sorry. You sent me a message at 8:30, and you're like, I want to record at 11. After we already said 10, I was like, what about 10:20? You're like, I wanted to nap longer. I'm like, did you not nap at all?
No, I couldn't fall asleep.
Oh my word! So it wouldn't have made a difference. It was 11.
So I watched Suits instead.
This is your fault.
I'm tired.
This is your fault.
I worked.
But anyway, I was sipping coffee and just kind of listening into old people conversations. Pretty fun. But then throughout all this, I had a random thought, and I've had this thought before. We put a lot of trust into like fast food lids. Just like assuming, especially like hot drinks, we just assume this lid's going to stay on and not just fall off and dump hot fluids all over our body.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever thought about this?
Well, have you seen that like video where like somebody brings their little brother into the car and then they order like 20 like giant waters with ice and then they drive over a pothole on purpose?
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I mean, I've seen that. Those fell off though because they flew in the air. Like, this is just like the intrusive thought. Like, I'm taking a sip of coffee, like, do I really trust this cheap plastic lid on this cheap paper cup is going to stay on and not fall off and give me third-degree burns?
Man. And this is in the shape of a cross.
Another one of my fatal flaws. I'm scared of these cheap fast food lids.
You're too trusting.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too trusting. That's the issue. That's why I'm having these thoughts. I'm like, do I think it'll actually hold this time? Because there have been times like it's slightly leaked and I'm like,
that's true.
I don't want to get burned. So if you've ever had these thoughts before that we're putting too much trust in fast food lids, let us know down in the comments section. Maybe, probably won't be the poll. The poll will probably be about the main segment, but that was something that popped in my head as I was sipping coffee with the old folk. And
sipping
then
strong.
The main item that I had this week was going to the Today Show.
Whoa.
In Springfield, Missouri.
Was that on today?
It was on yesterday. Oh. Today was on yesterday.
Oh.
So I woke up yesterday for today, which aired yesterday as it was the Today Show.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I mentioned before they had like the Route 66 festival deal going on.
I didn't know that.
It was. What? You didn't?
No.
You really not? Have you not seen anything?
No.
Okay. Well, it's still going on today if you want to see anything. The Today Show stuff was all yesterday though.
Yeah.
At time of recording.
I saw that on everybody's social media.
Yeah, I posted about it a lot. But anyway, with this, they were starting recording at 8 a.m.
That's early.
And they're like, hey, you will start letting people in at 5 a.m.
Oh.
And we want you lined up by 4:45 a.m. And there's no guarantee you'll get in, so you probably want to get there earlier.
Like 3:30.
So I showed up at 4:15 a.m., which means I woke up or set my alarm for 3:30 a.m., which means I went to bed at...
you didn't.
At 12:30.
Oh,
so I got a nice... crisp 3 hours, woke up before my alarm clock, felt more rested than I usually do when I get like 6 to 7 hours.
6, 7.
Yeah, 6, 7. I'm like, is this the hack? Do I just sleep 3 hours every night now? I don't know.
Well, your body was so like anxious and ready to go that it woke itself up.
But I've had that before though, and I still feel tired. This time I woke up like a minute or two before 3:30. I'm like, I don't feel bad. This is really strange. So I got up, got ready, took us 12 minutes to drive across town, which is great. No traffic at 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah. That's the time.
But we lined up roughly at 4:15. How many people do you think were ahead of us at that point?
250.
Honestly, probably right.
Nice.
Like, I think I found out later, some people lined up as early as like, I think the earliest I heard was like 3:30, and that person wasn't first in line. So I'm assuming the first people in line were probably there closer to 3 or before.
I would have gotten there at midnight.
Midnight would have been crazy. But after the fact, like looking at it, you probably could have showed up closer to showtime and got in just based on how much space they had to work with. Yeah. But there still were probably, I don't know, 300 to 600 people, give or take, for the Today Show. But anyway, got there, got into like the facility by where they're filming the Today Show closer to like 5:20. And then basically from there was just standing. But Al Roker, he was there. Shout out.
He's the host.
Most iconic Today Show person like ever. For good reasons.
Nice.
And yeah, they were just kind of filming like some segments beforehand because this was going to start playing at 9 a.m. It wasn't actually live.
Which is lame.
Yeah, it was weird. So it filmed from 8 to 9 and then immediately played from 9 to 10 a.m. Central Time.
Surprised they don't edit any part of it.
I mean, for this, they would have probably edited which is why it wasn't technically live, but most of the time the Today Show is live. Just this part was not
live.
But it was overall really cool experience. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever go to New York to see the Today Show, but I did get to see them in Springfield, Missouri. Pretty sweet.
Will never happen again.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But where the set was, it was roughly on the spot where this old hotel was, where the person sent the telegram on April 30th, 1926, proposing the name Route 66.
Oh, man.
So that was the exact 100-year anniversary of that thing happening, which is why this whole Route 66 festival is going on in Springfield, Missouri.
Nice.
But yeah, Al Roker was there. Chris Janson, the country artist. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
He sings "Buy Me a Boat."
Oh, he sings that song?
Yeah, he wrote that one.
You mean the best song of all time?
Yeah, he was embracing it. He also has a lot of songs about beer. The one song that he sang for us, like on the Today Show, was about like raising your beer cups. And they're like, everybody sing along. And they pan over and it's like this 10-year-old kid singing about beer. I'm like, nice. That kid's going to grow up well.
Buy me a boat. Good vibes done.
Yeah.
Fix a drink. Drunk girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Missouri guy, so he does a lot of stuff with Bass Pro. He randomly has a music video with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson does not sing. He just wears a Bass Pro hat and drives Chris Janson around in a truck.
That's awesome.
I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah, some of these song titles are amazing.
Yeah.
You, Me, and the River.
Yeah.
All-American Guy.
It was crazy. But he seemed pretty cool. He sang the one song. I'll get into something else about him because there's a concert later on that night.
Cold Beer Truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Any others you want to point out really quick?
Oh, man. Those are some
He sang all the hits later that night at the concert.
Yeah.
But some other people who were there. John Goodman,
Ooh.
the voice of Sully for Monsters, Inc. and several other movies. The Big Lebowski. What a guy. I've never seen that movie, but he showed up because he went to Missouri State University.
He's in the Flintstones in '94.
He's in so many movies.
Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, he's the
He's Kronk.
No, he's not Krunk. He's the guy who hangs out with the
old man.
The llama.
Hangs out with the llama.
With the giant shirts.
Poncho.
Poncho. Yeah, he's Poncho. Yeah.
Yeah, Poncho's great.
But yeah, John Goodman was there. Super cool.
B movie.
Yeah, he's in a lot of different movies. He's
University.
A great actor. And then randomly, the governor of Missouri was there, Mike Kehoe, and then
from my hometown.
And then he gave the key to the Today Show host, and they quickly followed up with, "What does this unlock?" And I don't think he was expecting that. He's like, "It unlocks happiness."
He said that,
or something along those lines, and then I think he tried to change the subject because he was like, "This is the key to Route 66."
Man.
But yeah, there's lots of different special guests. I was able to get close to Al Roker and got a picture with him and got an autograph, so that was pretty cool. Got an autograph by one of the other Today Show hosts, who I'm going to blank on the name of.
Al Roker.
Al Roker is the only one. Really. Oh. He's the main one. Did not get a picture with John Goodman, but I did get his autograph on a Sully trading card, so that was pretty cool. Oh. And then, just kind of watched the show in the background. Being tall, I was shown on national television a lot.
Yeah, you were.
And I thought I might be...
Because you're the tallest guy.
I was the second tallest. There was like this giant guy just randomly there, but I was not behind him. But knowing that I'll have a good chance at being shown, I was like, I will create a sign.
Good idea.
And I don't know if you knew what this sign said.
It said, "Hi, I'm on the Today Show."
No,
I've been waiting all day for the Today Show.
Said two things. The first thing was, I traveled from Springfield, Missouri to meet Al Roker.
Nice.
Which is funny because it's in Springfield. And then right underneath, I put "Until Next Week Podcast."
Wow.
And that sign was shown all over national television.
True.
But it got like faded out because I didn't make the letters bold enough and the sun was shining on it. So it just looks like I'm holding a blank sign. I'm like, no,
you should have
messed up.
Should have done a front and back.
I mean, I did write some stuff on the back, but I just didn't make it thick enough. And I'm so mad because it was shown all over the place. Like
True.
If you go on Al Roker's Instagram, the Today Show Instagram, Chris Janson's Instagram, I'm just standing in the back of like all these things. And a lot of times I'm like holding the sign, but you can't read the sign very well. At least in the video. Like some of the pictures they took, you can read it briefly. It says like "Until Next Week Podcast," but it wasn't bold enough to get millions of people listening to the pod.
Man.
Another fatal flaw.
Fatal flaw.
Non-bold letters.
Well, and people all over the world are thinking that you're the killer in the story now.
I know.
Because you're in every photo.
I know. And it was very unfortunate. But I did pre-record the Today Show that showed me all over the place. So I need to go back through and take more screenshots and just see like, hey, there I am hanging out on national television. Did not get any text from anyone saying I saw you. So that was unfortunate.
I don't think I've ever watched the Today Show.
It is a good watch.
Which one's better, Today Show or Good Morning America?
I'll get into that a little bit later, but historically, Today's Show has been the much more viewed series, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was all over national television and all these like celebrities, Instagrams, but my sign was not bold enough.
When does Michael Strahan come on?
He was not on, unfortunately. Adam Scott from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Which character is he?
He's
Is he the main guy?
I'm going blank. Leslie Knope and
Ben Wyatt.
Ben Wyatt.
Yeah,
He's Ben Wyatt.
Yeah.
He was on the second hour of the Today Show. So if you watch the Today Show, the second hour, wait 30 more minutes, then I'm there. And I'm like, of course, he was in New York and I was in Springfield, but basically you could say Adam Scott opened for me.
He did.
Yeah.
And I love you, random citizen.
Yeah. But yeah, just unfortunate that I did not have Until Next Week podcast Boulder for my sign to stand out. And also just really quick, that was my Grinds My Gears. So you can get into yours
free
here
advertising
in a minute, but then they had the concert that night and they had several bands. The first couple I did not show up for, but then I did show up for the Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
I've heard of them.
The reason I showed up for them, one, they're a local band, but also I talked about a few months back sitting next to their drummer on a flight.
On the plane, yes.
And I'm like, there he is. I sent him an Instagram message. He did not see it. Saw them perform, and then Gretchen Wilson.
Oh, I love her.
Redneck woman.
Yes.
She is embracing it aggressively. She performed, and then Chris Janson performed again.
Yes, Drunk on a Plane.
Where he had Buy Me a Boat.
Yes.
And he transitioned it into what song? I want you to take your wildest guess what he made Buy Me a Boat transitioning into what?
Is it one of his songs?
Technically, no.
Okay.
I just want you to make your wildest guess, and then I'll let you know.
She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get this.
Dang.
He transitioned from Buy Me a Boat to God Bless the USA.
Yeah, I could have taken 100 guesses and not getting that one.
I was like, this man.
You can buy me a boat.
Buy me a boat, God. Or like,
you can buy me a Yeti 110 ice down with some silver bullets.
I'm proud to be an American. And I'm like, whoa.
That's by Lee Greenwood or whoever wrote it, I guess.
But still, just buy me a boat to God Bless the USA.
Hey, I mean, 250 years. Let's go.
Yeah. And I'm like, again, he knows his audience well, but I'm like, what a transition.
Back-to-back World War champs.
I know.
We got to
could be going for a three-peat.
Well,
who knows?
People have been saying that forever now. We're on the verge of World War III. Well, we've been on the verge for 50 years, apparently.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then two other major acts. I think his name's Gary LeVox or something. Lead singer, Rascal Flatts.
Oh!
So he's singing Life is a Highway. He did not sing My Wish.
My Wish.
Summer Nights.
Yes, that's a good one.
Such a good song.
Yeah, it's kind of underrated.
He's electric. And then the headliner was Little Big Town.
Yes.
Which I don't really know much of their music.
All these people were here?
Last night.
Oh my goodness. I love Little Big Town.
I guess I should have brought it up to you.
Taylor Swift wrote Better Man and Little Big Town sang it, and I like their version better.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I was at the show. I'm like, I should have probably reminded Dane of this giant concert where he could have seen lots of people.
This was last night?
Yeah, downtown at Missouri State.
Yeah, I would have gone to see Little Big Town.
Except they did a horrible job at promoting it, and there were so many seats. And I think at one point, Little Big Town's like, look at this crowd. And I think they're just thinking, wow, they didn't sell many tickets.
That's right. They're in Sedalia, Missouri.
Yeah.
Oh, Girl Crush, Boondocks.
Yeah, whenever they were starting to sing Girl Crush, everybody went electric. And I'm like, I probably know this song. And I'm like, I really don't. I legitimately knew like one of their songs.
Oh, Rich Man's really good.
Yeah. Sorry that I did not remind you.
Yeah, Better Man right here.
This. Yeah. I had a moment briefly, I think, with their tambourine player, the blonde with like the super big hair.
You need to calm down.
She was like hitting her tambourine and I was like clapping along to it. And I think from the other side, I think she was pointing at me and I kind of like waved at her and I'm like, I think you're waving at me. I don't really know, but I'm just trying to feed off this energy because like no one's here. And no one's really doing anything. So I think we had a brief moment. I'm like, I don't know your music that well, but I will clap along to your tambourine playing.
What you're saying is the tambourine hitter was hitting on you at this event.
I think she was just trying to hit on anybody to get energy going.
That's true.
And I was like, I will clap along, I guess.
Clap along. Everybody clap your hands.
Yeah. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Yeah, that was about it. The only other thing I can think of from the concert was Yakov Smirnoff.
Again.
The comedian.
Yes.
He was randomly like 4 seats away from me. And I people from Springfield just kind of know him as the funny guy who has a theater in Branson.
The vodka guy.
Yeah, but he casually is like one of the biggest comedians of like all time, and like every major comedian knows him. Like Nate Bargatze did a show here a few years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, I came on stage, and all of a sudden I looked in the front row, and there's Yakov Smirnoff's in there, and it threw me off for a second. I'm like, why is he here?" And then he like also when other big comics come to town, he oftentimes like opens for him, like he's open for like John Crist or Dusty Slay. Or whoever else, fill in the blank. But
you never invite me to these comedian shows.
I wanted
to see Bargatze.
They're sold out. There's another good guy named Derek Stroop who's in town.
Is he
technically tonight and tomorrow?
Is he the funny guy that does like?
He's really loud.
Is he loud?
He is. He's a bigger guy, kind of funny. I think you've probably heard some of his stuff. He's kind of blown up recently. He's in like the Nate Bargatze, John Crist sphere.
I probably saw him on. Yeah. This guy's funny.
He is, but I'm mad because they're sold out. And I guess if you show up, because I messaged the comedy club and like, we can't hold tickets for you, blah, 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 blah. But if you show up, if there's still open seats 5 minutes before showtime, then typically 5 to 10 people can get in and buy like the full price ticket or whatever else. And I'm like, I might do that. I don't know yet, but he is funny. And I saw him open for John Crist a few years ago.
He wrote, some of y'all were car riders and it shows. Your hands are soft.
I feel like you would vibe with him.
I've heard him like his clips on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm like, he's really funny.
He's blown up, I think, more recently, and I think he now like does a lot more like headlining and everything else. Yeah. But yeah, got that picture with Yakov, and yeah, there's a lot of good things I need to remind you more of in the future, and I'm sorry that I'm failing you with major comedy or not comedy shows and country music shows.
Yeah, those are like two things I'm into: laughing and singing country music.
And you missed out on both of them.
And God bless the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. That was a lot of talking, and I'm sure it probably grinded a lot of your gears. But on the bright side, I already let you know that what grinded my gears was the failed free advertising for the Until Next Week podcast. So Dane, you should talk now.
That was a fail.
I'm sorry.
Of the advertising.
It's been 36 minutes, and I've talked for 30 of them.
So I disciple some college students, right? And today's the last core group of the year, and I probably will never do it again. But not never, but I'm way too busy. And so this is one of the things I'm going to cut out of my life. And so
college students,
I said, what do you guys want to do for your very last core group, like that we're going to be meeting together? I was like, I'll do like, I was thinking like, let's go to a fancy dinner or something like that. It'll be super fun. I'll pay for it, whatever. They go, nope. I want to go to Rage Fitness together.
Are you serious?
Yes, which is like this giant, like super buff people only go to this place. And
they have a mirror room where you can flex and post pictures to your Instagram.
It's unreal.
It's pretty crazy.
And they said they'd get me a day pass to go in free. I was like, okay, well, if you're going to make it free, I'm like, I really don't want to go. But free is my favorite price. And so I was like, you know what? This is for you guys. I guess I'll go like one time to go to this place. And they were like, yeah, let's go. And so now they're like, let's go at 2:00 today. We're going to go to Rage Fitness. And I'm like, I probably will never, ever, 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 ever be here again. So Rage Fitness is going to be the really tough place for this. And so if you've ever been to a super buff workout place, let Samuel know.
Yeah. I would go to Rage Fitness if they had a swimming pool. And they don't have a swimming pool. That's the main reason I don't go. But they do have very nice facilities and tons of really nice gear and lots of people who are just way too buff.
I agree. I just don't care about working out.
Yeah.
Or lifting.
Yeah. So that grinded your gears.
Also, hail happened this week.
Oh, hell no.
Somebody drag him out of here. So there I was.
I said hail.
Okay. That's the wrong one.
Here, do you want me to change it
I want this one. No, this one. No, this one. No, not that one. No.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from stupid town?
And finally, after all those, this is the button he actually meant to click.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It says it right here. Read the words. You can't read, sorry.
I meant every button I pressed right there.
Okay.
So we're sitting there this week. Imagine like, I don't know, it's like 11 a.m. or something like that. And I'm talking to somebody about some ministry stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then I hear my phone make a sound I've never heard it make before. And I was like, what is that sound?
Yeah.
And I can't even describe it to you. It's such a weird sound. And I go over to it and it says, danger imminent. There is baseball-sized hail that will be falling from the sky very soon. Seek cover immediately. And I was like, what? And everybody else is getting this, and imagine looking through your office and everybody stops what they're doing, and we all are now on this topic. What do we do? Do we need to go somewhere? Are we going to be okay? Is the roof going to hold up? What do we do with our cars? Like, baseball-sized hail is going to explode our cars. So we all start talking about different solutions, and we're like, where do we go? What do we do? And I said, we don't have time for this. And so we walk outside, get to our cars, and I'm like, I'm going to go to Missouri State and go to one of the two parking garages that we have here. And I'm like, this is going to be a great idea. I drive over by campus and I'm in line and I start looking around and there's quite literally hundreds of cars trying to go to this parking garage. Yeah. And so I never made it. Luckily for me, I never was in the baseball size area.
It was close to you though.
It was. And cause it was pretty close to me. I was in the more like nickel and dime sized hail.
Yeah.
And I didn't get any hail damage. My car doesn't matter anyways, but I'd prefer my back windshield and front windshield not get busted out.
Yeah.
Like everybody else that lives in Springfield.
If you are on any social media and saw any weather posts this week, there's a good chance that you saw Springfield, Missouri hit by baseball-sized hail. It hit the airport. I think legitimately like every single car was essentially totaled.
Oh man, it's wild.
And I saw some videos where people were inside their cars and it's just like shattered windshield, back windshield. I saw some cars that just had dents everywhere. Yeah. And there's people even driving on the road now where it's like, yeah, you can't see out the windshield, but they're still on the road driving. This isn't safe. But it was crazy. Yeah, I think they said it was the worst hail Springfield's like ever been hit by. I think they said typically like the biggest hail's maybe in that 2-inch range. I think this was like 3 to 5 inch hail.
Yeah.
Legitimately baseball sized.
Yeah.
And
I saw people holding it up and holding a baseball next to it. It's same sized.
One of our
drive like at 95 miles an hour.
One of our listeners, Rebecca, I'm sorry, but she was one of the casualties of this and she lost her back windshield.
She felt like this.
Completely. Honestly, pretty accurate. But she was planning on getting a new car soon, so this is going to speed up that process. But yeah, it was a sad day when I was like, we all made it out alive, and then she's like, I lost it, and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry.
No. New car it is.
Yeah, I was in actually I didn't park in parking garage for this one, but I did have like big, soft tarps, like almost like blanket type that I threw over my windshield and my front like end.
Definitely helped.
Luckily, there was no baseball size that even hit that, but even if it would have, I didn't process this. I think it would have obliterated my back windshield somehow. Oh, yeah. It's just hard because I drive a big SUV, so it's like more straight down, so it would have had to like blow in at the side. So
which it would have.
There's a small chance maybe it wouldn't have broken, but I would have had some crazy dents.
What kind of car do you think fits Rebecca's personality?
Cybertruck. A wrapped Cybertruck, American flag.
America, truck,
yeah. This is kind of a random thought. I'm curious what that baseball-sized tail would have done to a Cybertruck.
And the Cybertruck would have chewed it up, spit it out, and said, "Try again."
Yeah. I'm honestly curious, like, would it have obliterated it or would it have somehow survived?
Survived for sure.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Speaking of baseball-sized tail, you bring that up in our sports talk.
We kind of get there, and honestly, we could just go there right now after I click this button. And then click that button, and then we listen.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk. The segment where we boldly analyze things we barely watched. Did we do research?
Factually, no. Emotionally, yes.
We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks,
and fourth quarter comebacks.
But most importantly,
no soccer! Welcome back to Sports Talk, where Dane has been getting manna from heaven like nobody's business. We talked about last week how the restaurant Hawaiian Bros gives out free plates of food, which is roughly $12 to $14, every time the Royals score at least 6 runs at a home game.
Yep.
And up to this point in the year, when I said last week, I think they had only done it once or maybe twice. And Dane did take one of our account codes and used it for a free meal last week. But then the Royals went on to score 6 runs on that Saturday, and he got free food again the next day. And then I believe they did it again on Sunday, which means he got free food on Monday, to which I think you sent a text to me along the lines of, I feel like I'm stealing from Hawaiian Bros.
I was, yes. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I ate lunch for free every day. It wasn't the same every day, but free is free.
Yeah, and it was like each meal legitimately is $12 to $14.
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy. And they were like, do you want anything else with this? No. Do you want a drink? No, give me water. And then it was super free. And I was like, this is an amazing promotion. I was like, I'm checking Royal scores now.
Except they are on a away series, which does give us some time to kind of recover from the Hawaiian Bros overload. But free food is free food, and that is very nice of them to do that. To avoid talking to people, I just order on the app and I pick up inside. So that's kind of nice, a nice little hack. But yeah, just free food nonstop. Dane's a happy boy.
I am happy.
And we're happy for you. Something else that I saw was happening coming up soon is the NCAA bracket. It's expanding to 76 teams.
I saw that.
Which frustrates me because now it's going to be impossible for me to get a perfect bracket.
Yeah, I mean,
I was on the verge last year, and now it's never going to happen.
I just don't understand. You go from, it's technically 68 with the play-in teams, but I'm like, okay, the 16 seeds does not matter anyways. Like there's been 2 people ever who have won, and then they go on to lose in the next round to any decent team. And so I'm like, okay, so now we're going to add like a 17th and 18th seed? Congratulations.
And while that is annoying, if the Missouri State Bears make it in one of those, I'll be like, that's cool. But at the same time, I'm like, they're not going to compete, the people who are in those spots.
Yeah.
But there's this thing I found out recently that schools have been looking at, and it's called money.
Yep.
And that's the whole reason they're doing this. Just another money grab to get a few more sales from tickets or from TV viewership. And also the schools will get money as well, and they're excited, and they can sell random merch. And it's all money. They know it's not going to help the competitiveness at all, but...
Well, it's the same thing with other sports. So like the NFL went to 17 games. There's already talks of the 18th game. They're trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah. And I mean, with the NCAA bracket, again, like the 16 team seeds are already irrelevant, but throwing in 8 more teams, most likely they're all going to be very similar to that 16 seed. So it's just like you have a lot of the 16 team seeds. And maybe, I mean, I guess in theory, you'll get the best of those 16 team seeds. So maybe it could make it for a slightly more interesting game against number 1. But in the end of the day, it's just a money grab.
Yeah, because it's like you already have the best teams in the tournament.
Yeah.
You're just like, I want this to be all of March now.
Yeah.
So,
which, don't we all?
Yeah, exactly.
And then my only other sports talk, I guess a little fact segment, etc., is Paul Skenes is the best pitcher in baseball, except when he pitches against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Paul's a bum.
Which I love because he's played against the Cardinals a lot. He's pitched well against them, but his career record against the Cardinals is 0-5.
Bum.
And he does not have anywhere near that many losses to any other team.
Stinky boo-boo.
Just so you know, again, he's 0-5 against them. He is 4-2. Or I guess, wait. Skenes is 0 wins, 5 losses. Yeah, he's 0-5 against the Cardinals. He's 4-2 against the Brewers. So the Brewers have only beat him twice. He's 3-2 against the Cubs. Cubs have only beat him twice. And he's 1-2 against the Mets, which means the Mets are in a good spot, which is nice. They've won 1 against him, I'm confused. I'm confusing myself.
Well,
he's lost 2. He's lost 2 against the Mets, lost 2 against the Cubs, lost 2 against the Brewers. So that's what I was trying to say.
Stinky boo-boo, bum, trash can emoji.
Yeah. And then there's several teams who have 1 win against him. But it's crazy that the Cardinals have beat him 5 times.
What else did they do this week?
I mean,
that was the 4-game variety.
4-game variety. Did they have a 4-game winning streak?
Yes, against who?
The Pirates?
Yes, they swept them.
I thought they only had a 3-game series against the Pirates.
I don't know, maybe, but
you can get into your sports talk stuff basically, and I can look it up if need be, or maybe you're looking up as I speak.
Matter. We swept them,
but the Cardinals have never lost against Skenes, or I guess Skenes had never won against the Cardinals.
The Cardinals at home are 7-8, and they're 11-5 on the road.
That's kind of wild.
That is kind of wild.
Yeah, but Cardinals are looking good. Paul Skenes is looking good, except against the Cardinals.
Offense is good. It's pretty obvious what our weakness is. It's pitching.
The bullpen is trash.
Bullpen is awful.
I like the idea that one of their relievers, last name Stanek, is from St. Louis area. And I'm like, cool, he gets to play for his dream team. Except he has been the worst pitcher I've seen in my life for his dream team. So his dream's about to go crushed by his hometown team soon because he needs to be released.
Yeah.
Or sent down to AAA pretty soon because he has been... trash
can emoji.
Yes, the Cardinals have had several games this year where they've been up by like 3 to 8 runs, and the game ended a lot closer than it should have been because the bullpen has been so bad. Besides their closer.
Hey, the Mets are 10-21.
Mets are trash,
so that's not too good. Yeah. Pirates are 16-16. Who is the worst team in baseball? 12-19 Red Sox.
I think the Mets are the worst.
12-19 Royals.
The Mets are the worst.
12-20 Astros and
the Mets
Angels.
are the worst.
Yep. Yeah. The Mets are 10-21. That is not good.
When you lose like 12 or 13 games in a row, there's a pretty good chance this early in the season you'll have the worst record in baseball.
They're already 11 and a half games out.
Yeah. Shout out to Juan Soto and his $700 million deal.
To sit on the bench.
Yeah.
And then they signed Bichette, also
trash.
Not good. Yeah. I dropped him.
Yeah, he's been bad. That whenever he got his deal, I'm like, this is just does not make sense.
Yeah, because you have Lindor already, and then you had Semien at second.
Yeah, they probably felt the need, like, we need to sign a big name guy. I'm like, yeah, Bichette has a quote unquote big name, but I would never give him the kind of money they gave him.
I was like, you should have done something different. Get somebody in the outfield, dude.
Yeah.
Or even
again,
bring back Pete Alonso.
The Mets have made a lot of bad decisions, and that was just another one of them. But again, that's all my sports talk. So.
Yeah. So this week, something huge happened, which will be to Rebecca's celebratoriness.
Ooh.
Because I believe it happened on Sunday after we recorded last week. The marathon world record got broken.
Yes.
Yeah, which is insane. So the marathon world record, I need to find my tabs where I have this brought up here. It was 1 hour and 59 minutes and almost, it was 50 seconds or something like that. And then Sebastian Saul, S-A-W-E, broke the world record, ran a 1:59:30. And so that was insane. Oh, wait, I have it right here. So, London Marathon. So, Kelvin Kipum ran in 2023 a 2 hour and 35 second marathon because they didn't count Eliud Kipchoge's marathon because it wasn't an official race. Mm-hmm. And he did it under different kinds of structures.
Yeah, the conditions. Yeah. It was basically he wasn't on steroids, but he had everything else going his way where he could break it.
Yeah. He even ran, they said, in wind-breaking patterns, had people do that in front of him. And I was like, that's interesting. So, Kelvin Kipkum, he ran the Chicago Marathon, which is one of the faster marathons, in 2 hours and 35 seconds. And then 3 guys at the London Marathon this year broke the world record.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All of them. So Jacob Capilio ran a 2 hour and 28 second marathon, and 2 guys ran a sub 2. Yomilif and Kajelka.
Yep, that's the right pronunciation. Mm-hmm.
1 hour, 59 minutes, 41 seconds. And then Sebastian ran 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 30 seconds. And so Sebastian and Yomilif ran in the same shoes. And those shoes...
Which is crazy. How do you have 2 men in the same pair of shoes running that fast? And how does one beat the other by 20 seconds?
Very carefully.
When they're at the same pair of shoes.
They could share 1 shoe each.
Yeah. It was 3-legged race.
Same shoe, though. Adidas Avizero Adios Pro Evo 3 super shoes, which...
If you're proud of Dane's pronunciations today, let us know in the comments. Yes. Back to you, Dane.
So, their price is $500.
Ooh.
And they sold out in 2 minutes after these 2 guys broke the marathon world record.
Which is crazy, because that means probably there'll be hundreds of people breaking 2 hours in the next few weeks.
Has to be.
Yeah.
And so, these are cool shoes. And then he took them off, wrote the world record on it, and I'm like, wow, I need to get me a pair of those shoes now. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, 3 months salary for those shoes.
Man, yeah, it would be. $500 is insane. I have some super shoes like that, and super shoes they do help you run faster, but they're insane, and they last half as long.
Unless you're at that level, the gear really doesn't matter too much. It's the same thing with young kids getting $500 baseball bats. it doesn't really make that much of a difference until you're at such an elite level. You have to find something random to change.
I only wear those shoes during actual races.
Yeah.
Like you have like daily trainers, you have speed trainers, you have racing shoes, and so it's a big market.
Yeah,
and
I need some better running shoes probably if I want to do my 5K, my yearly 5K here in September again.
That's true.
And November.
It would be great.
Yeah.
And so that was my sports talk.
Let's go. Let's get into it.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't.
God does.
But he's not telling. As we hinted at earlier, we are doing a sci-fi movie draft, but not just any sci-fi movie draft. We're doing sci-fi movie draft for movies we wish were real.
Or wish were real.
Or wish were real. Or wish were real. So we're going to kind of go back and forth. Do you want to ask Siri? Again, the prompt should be, Siri, pick a number between 1 and 2. Are you going to, Dane?
A random number between 1 and 2 is 1.
It's just not talking to me. It's 1.
Oh, it is 1. So
yeah.
I'm 1, you're 2?
I was 1.
What?
I'm kidding. You were 1.
Okay. That's good because I did have a number 1 overall pick. I wanted to be real. And here we go. Iron Man is my number 1 overall pick, but specifically Iron Man 1, where none of the weird extraterrestrial stuff is really happening. So we're just assuming Iron Man with his crazy richness and crazy suit is real, and none of the other crazy Marvel universes is necessarally happening.
I had to dig through my head Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, the one he
built
cave.
it in a cave.
That's true.
That movie.
Which he did.
So I think that would be cool, especially if I was the billionaire who had the Iron Man suit.
Or what was it when Captain America said, what power do you even have? Well, or if he said, if you didn't have the suit, what would you have? He's like a billionaire, philanthropist, playboy tycoon.
Yeah. The only issue again is in this hypothetical scenario, I would not have Captain America because then he had all the other demonic people he had to fight. So in this world, we only really know of Iron Man. And when I first watched Iron Man, I didn't know there was a Marvel Cinematic Universe because there really wasn't yet.
It wasn't.
And I'm like, this movie, while crazy, is in a way kind of realistic. And then they started adding the other movies like Thor. I'm like, this isn't as fun. But then they combined it all. I'm like, okay, this is really cool.
The Avengers movies are awesome.
Yeah. But it took me a while to like fully get on board with all of it and then realize they were combining it all.
Yeah.
But again, for the purpose of this movie draft, for things we wish were real, just Iron Man.
Wow.
And that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. So, yeah, Iron Man is amazing. And I agree with you in the sense of like when movies are like almost kind of realistic, you're like, wow, this is a great movie. I really am wondering about this.
Yeah.
But then when they're just super out there, like he flies the nuke into a portal that takes it to a different place in the original Avengers.
Yeah. Well, there are black holes, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we can't create them.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Yes.
But then even in Endgame where they just go, oh, we just need to do time travel. It's like, okay, time travel's overplayed, guys.
Was the time travel the craziest thing about Endgame to you?
No, but that wasn't the craziest thing.
There was a lot of stuff going on in that.
Well, I was just like, okay, this is so predictable. Like, go with something different than time travel for how you're going to get people back.
But yeah, Iron Man, number 1 overall pick for myself. Dane, what are you feeling for number 1?
So I need to clarify something before I make my pick.
Okay.
So for one of mine, I put the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, you got to pick a specific movie.
Okay. I'll do a specific movie whenever I get to that.
Because that's like 40 movies. You can't just have 40 movies.
I want 40 movies.
Yeah. For any of these, it has to be a specific movie.
Okay. I'll roll to this one. And okay, cool. But I'm not taking that number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, I'm taking, do I get 2 here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Number 1, I'm taking Limitless. You ever seen that movie?
I don't know. Immediately.
So Limitless has Bradley Cooper in it. And in the movie, apparently, he's like this writer who can't get through his writer's block. His girlfriend leaves him. He can't pay rent and all this stuff. And then his friend, who he used to know from his ex-wife's brother, who is his friend. So,
okay. Is that what the sci-fi part is?
No, the sci-fi part is right here.
Okay.
So comes back into his life and he goes, hey, like, are you, he's like wearing a suit, super rich and things like that. And he goes, wait, what are you doing? Like, how did you get super rich? Like, you were a bum like me until I divorced your sister. And then now, like, what's happening? And he goes, oh, I'm on this new medication. It's amazing. He goes, here, I want you to try one for free. Limitless pill.
Heroin.
I mean, no.
Okay.
So it's a limitless pill. And essentially what the pill does is they say it gives you access to 100% of your brain as opposed to only 10% of our brain, allegedly, that we can actually access right now.
I could use that.
Yeah. So then he writes books, he becomes a day trader, starts making like a billionaire like in a week.
Yeah.
And then starts to become amazing, becomes like a super big person. Robert De Niro's in it. Runs for senator at the end of the movie. And so it's really cool. And I'm like, if that was real, oh man. Which some people in the comments write, well, that's just Adderall. And I'm like, well, yes and no.
Yeah.
Like, and so.
Well, yeah, Iron Man, that's just Elon Musk. I mean, it depends how you look at it.
Yeah, like that's just Elon Musk. So.
Which he speaking of him, he was an Iron Man too. So.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Okay.
So Limitless Pill is my number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two. This one's pretty cool. And I think you've seen this one. Independence Day.
Okay.
The movie Independence Day.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with it, it's Will Smith, and aliens are real, and aliens put the death beam to the whole world, and America saves the whole world.
Yep.
And the speech at the end of the movie is the one that makes it,
Mm-hmm.
where it's not just, or the president goes, maybe it's not ironic that today is July 4th and it's an American holiday, but today is no longer an American holiday. This is the day that we save the whole world. This is our Independence Day. And they all like erupt, and it's one of the best speeches of all time. Fantasy, of course. And so if this had actually happened and America saved the entire world again, that would be pretty epic.
Whenever you started that quote, I thought you were about to say, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And I'm like, Dane, that was a John F. Kennedy quote.
No.
Yeah.
The quote was, give me 30 seconds here.
Yeah,
What
good.
was the Independence Day movie speech? Boom. Come on, chat.
Yeah, come on, chat. In the chat. Let's go.
Yeah, so he says things like, we will fight for our right to live. We will not go quietly into the night. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. And everybody goes nuts, and then they go defeat the aliens, and it's really cool.
Number 2 pick for me, Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Just because I kind of like going to the zoo every once in a while. Let's get some bigger animals. See what happens. That could be kind of fun. And fortunately, for Jurassic Park specifically, they're all confined to that island. So that way I just have to go to the Jurassic Park island to see all these crazy creatures. And I'm pretty safe in my realm here in Springfield, Missouri. So pretty cool to see a T-Rex, assuming everything's working right.
unlike the movies.
Yeah. And then number 3, I picked a movie I have not seen before, but was able to figure out the premise. Red One. And the premise for that is an action comedy where Santa Claus,
right,
who's Red One, is kidnapped, requiring a high-tech rescue mission. Specifically, the reason I want this reel is
Santa's real.
Santa is real.
Yeah.
But just it emphasizes for everyone else how real Santa Claus is.
Oh, man. Yeah. That way you at home can celebrate.
Yeah. So currently, Iron Man number 1, Jurassic Park number 2, Red One number 3. Dane, you got your next 2 picks.
Yeah. So I had Limitless and Independence Day. And so my number 3 pick is going to be a little curveball here.
I thought you were going to say Little Women.
No, not that one.
So for your sci-fi movies, yes.
The Incredibles.
I thought about it.
Yes.
I thought about it.
Because then we would all have powers.
Well,
not all of us.
If all of us have power, no one does.
Then no one does. Didn't they say that in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah, which is amazing.
If everyone is super, no one is.
Then no one is.
Yes.
And so not everyone. So here's some
Communism.
People, that's true.
Yep.
Here's some people that I would not want to have superpowers. Lindsay Reed, Rebecca Sin, the rest of your siblings.
Lindsay Reed. What would she? She's very much the Violet type.
Yeah. Well, her powers are too cool though.
Well, actually, no. She's Syndrome. But Syndrome doesn't have powers.
Syndrome?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
See, Lindsay can't be trusted with like protecting the whole plane.
Yeah.
She would need to be like somebody that's like, oh,
but
you
she
made French
didn't
fries
protect the plane.
Yeah.
She crushed under pressure.
She did.
And then we know Shepard Thomas Reed is Jack.
He is Jack.
Yeah.
He did dress up as Jack for Halloween.
And Daniel is
Mr. Incredible.
Before he got fit. Yeah.
Before he got fit.
Yeah. Kidding. I'm sorry, Daniel.
That's tough.
It's just funnier that way.
Well, and I'm Frozone, obviously.
Because of your the color of your suit. Yeah, because you like wearing white and blue suits.
That's crazy. No, Frozone's the coolest character and funniest, and so I would want to be Frozone. Or I don't even know what my superpowers would be. I want something with flying. The flying would be cool.
Yeah, then Frozone wouldn't be yours.
I know, but Frozone was so
You'd be one
cool.
of the guys with the cape who would have died early on. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, The Incredibles, and then my number 4 pick here is I think I'm going to take Spider-Man.
Do you want me to put, I think I'm going to pick Spider-Man, or are you going to pick Spider-Man also which Spider-Man?
I was going to get into both of those things.
Okay.
So by that, I mean, yes, we are going to be picking Spider-Man. And then I was going to take which Spider-Man, which I will take. Okay.
And we needed this specific movie as well.
Yeah. I'm eliminating the Andrew Garfield one.
Good. That should have been eliminated.
Yeah, that one's eliminated, which is not bad. It's just not the top one.
Yep.
It's either Tim, what's his name?
Tim Tebow.
No, not Tim.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yes.
Or I was thinking Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, yeah.
Or it's
the other
Tobey
Spider-Man.
Maguire.
Yeah.
And for the people of our podcast, I'll take Tobey Maguire.
There we go. Spider-Man 1, I'm assuming.
Let's go with 1.
Yeah,
yes.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 1. And so it's just a cool movie. And if we had a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man cleaning up crime around our city, maybe we'd whip it into shape.
You ever think how unfortunate it would be if you were bitten by that radioactive spider and you lived in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Or even Springfield. It's like, I'll just keep going around Hammond's Tower a few times. That's all I can do.
You have to move to Chicago, New York, LA.
Yeah, if you want to like do the web slinging where you're going
Boston,
everywhere. Yeah, you got to have the really big buildings. Otherwise, it's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, they never play that out. They're just like, yeah, he was in New York.
Yep.
Brooklyn or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Kind of cool.
So yeah.
So that's cool.
Spider-Man.
So my final 2 picks. Number 4, A Quiet Place.
Whoa.
And
Why do you want that?
The reason is that way I can finally think a bit before getting distracted, because no one's making any noise. You can really just focus in on whatever. I would probably be one of the people on like those islands where the aliens can't get to.
Eventually.
And then I'm just at peace.
Can
Just
you
kinda hanging
explain the
out.
movie briefly for people who haven't seen it?
Quiet Place, there's like an alien takeover. They don't know much about these aliens. They find out later the aliens cannot see, but they basically do like echolocation. So if you make too loud of a noise, it will immediately track you and kill you.
Yeah, it desires to kill anything with loud noises.
Which is great because you'd get rid of a lot of annoying people pretty quick.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you've seen the prequel one, right?
Yeah.
Where they come. Have I seen that one?
That's the one like in New York, I think, or one of the big cities.
I don't think I've seen the.
It wasn't very
maybe.
good for what I remember.
Yeah, maybe I did see the prequel.
The first one was by far the best one.
Yeah, I remember I saw the second one first because I actually went on a date to see the second one when it came out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I saw the first one first during, I think, my first staff training with Kanaka camps.
Nice.
We randomly had like a night off. So me and like some other random counselors, we went to the movie theater in Branson, saw A Quiet Place.
Nice.
Very good. Kind of annoying if you eat popcorn during that movie.
You can't.
Because that happened during the prequel.
Yeah.
I think Laura and myself, we went to the movie theaters and there was this guy next to us who I think was not only on his phone, but I think eating popcorn really loud. I'm like, you would have been dead already. and for that reason, I think not necessarily a sniper, but they need to have someone who like takes out people in the movie theater if you make too much noise.
Like a water gun?
Just whatever. Whatever gets rid of them.
Water balloon?
Yeah.
That'd be
so
crazy.
I think that should happen. But yeah, Quiet Place is my number 4 pick. And number 5, Oppenheimer.
Oh, that did happen.
Okay. What about you, Dane? What's your 5th pick?
Wait, did you not know that Oppenheimer did happen?
What? What are you talking about?
That was a historical movie.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. He invented the atomic bomb and then was ostracized by the U.S. government.
Dane believes everything he sees. So
I love that.
We know you know who you are. You know the truth.
I love that.
Yeah. Dane, what's your 5th pick here?
I love that movie because it happened for real. But my 5th movie. This is going to get some kicks and giggles too while people are driving.
Finding Nemo.
No.
Dang.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Of course. Hot Tub Time Machine.
I watched it. Terrible movie. It's not terrible. It's just super inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's one of those classic, like Adam Sandler's not in it, but it's a classic Adam Sandler movie where it starts out goofy, pointless, and then ends with like a really heartfelt ending kind of thing.
Yeah.
And where he's like, actually, I don't want to interrupt time or whatever. And so, but I just wish I could go back in time via a hot tub because I could have chosen anything to go back in time, any movie, but I want to get in a hot tub to go back in time.
Checks out. Okay. Well, to reiterate our picks, which none of us overlapped, which was nice.
That's true.
I had Iron Man, Jurassic Park, Red One, A Quiet Place, and Oppenheimer. Dane had Limitless, Independence Day, The Incredibles, Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire, and Hot Tub Time Machine. Let us know down in the poll who you thought had the better overall sci-fi movies draft. And if you think we missed any specific movies, throw that in the comment section or leave us a voice memo on Instagram making your argument for movies that should have been added.
We almost kind of overlapped because I wrote Marvel Universe.
Yes, you were trying to take everything. Well, and I'm glad that I went first, because if you would have tried to take everything, I would have immediately argued with you.
Taking everything is part 116 of Dane's manifesto.
The unashamed part.
The unashamed part, where this is what we're talking about here this week. So you guys are listening to this on May 4th and May 5th, which is amazing.
And maybe May 6th.
Maybe May 6th, yep. Maybe May 7th, maybe June 31st.
Or January 6th. Whenever you're listening, like that's when you are listening.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so the thing is, though, May 4th and 5th, this Monday, Tuesday, is our staff retreat.
Ooh.
Yes.
Where you rode all those carts last year and had a fun time in the wilderness?
No, that was a different one.
Okay.
So we have a staff prayer day. In September usually, where we go and we pray for the entire morning. Mm-hmm. Like we go out into nature and pray for the entire morning, and then in the afternoon we do like some more fun things. But then now this is an actual retreat. Like we go somewhere overnight. Last year we went to Branson, and what did we do? We walked around at like the strip mall.
Oh, there we
the
go.
Mall,
You're
the landing.
Okay. I was like, you don't want to get under the wrong ideas here.
We did that. And then this year we're going to Camp Barnabas, and we rented out their entire camp. And so it'll be fun. We'll have it to ourselves, do some games, do some reflecting tiny things like that. And so I told the person putting it on that I am bringing, quote, lose my job energy into this staff retreat. And so I'm talking like, I'm like, listen, the only rules are I'm not allowed to bring anything work related. And I said, so where do you think all of my energy is going to go into? I'm like, I'm not just going to like play it easy, do this and that. I'm going to try and raise up a division of people to go against a different division of people in an all-out prank war extravaganza.
I'm digging what I'm hearing.
Yes.
These are good ideas.
And so here are two ideas that we've had this week. We thought, and we're not going to actually do this one, just so everybody knows.
Allegedly.
We shot this one down because what we want to do is get my boss, and while he was sleeping, we were going to get his mattress in the middle of the lake, and while he was sleeping, Parent Trap style.
I was going to say Parent Trap, yep.
But in order to do that, we would have to give him very strong sleep aids.
Oh, so don't give him aids.
We did not want to do that.
Yeah.
So we were like, we are not going to give him anything of the sort. However, that would be a funny thing to do.
Yeah.
However, I thought of a second one, which is we sign up for every hour on the hour where we wake him up and say, hey, can I go to the bathroom? Hey, I'm scared. Hey, can you read me a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Hey, there's lightning outside.
Can I sleep next to you, please?
Can I sleep next to you? And so a different person on staff, probably guys, because we'll be sleeping in a cabin together.
It should be guys.
It should be guys.
I would highly recommend that. Yeah.
And so all the guys would just be like, I'm so scared. Can you come make sure I'm chucked into bed?
Can you warm up my milk, please?
Can you warm my milk?
Please.
And so then if we all do one, we won't be that tired the next day, but he'll be exhausted and annoyed, and it'll be epic and funny. And so that is one of the things that I'm kicking over doing. I'll probably think on Sunday more like pranks that I want to do. And it's going to be really fun because I took off from my NCAA job too for this. So it'll be unplugged.
I just thought of this. If you do a lot of pranks,
yes.
Can I recommend a nickname for you?
I love pranks.
Can I say what nickname you should have?
Of course.
Prank Sinatra?
Yes, from New Girl.
Is that actually a New Girl thing?
Yeah, so Winston on there.
Did he say Prank Sinatra?
They call him Prank Sinatra.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not as clever now. Also, just to go back to the sports talk, I did see that the Cardinals did have a 4-game sweep.
Yes, it was a 4-game
which I don't know if has ever happened in Pittsburgh or whatever else, but that's not really relevant for our manifesto segment. But did you have anything else to share for the manifesto? Or,
yes.
Okay, yeah.
So some other prank themed nicknames.
Yep.
Mischief Maker.
Oh.
Captain Chaos.
Oh.
The Sneak Freak. I don't like that one.
Sneak Freak's kind of crazy.
Prankopotamus.
Mm-hmm.
That one's okay. Trouble Spout. Operation Giggle. Sir Laughs a Lot. The Setup Specialist. Shadow Prankster. Stealth Mode. Okay, these are getting dumb. Ghost of Pranks Past. I like that one.
Yep.
The Vanishing Joker. Whoopee Cushion King. Banana Peel Bandit. I like that one. Banana Peel Bandit. Because I am a bandit. Glitter Bomb Enthusiast. I should get a glitter bomb. Glitter is amazing. Oh, I need confetti cannons.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to move on.
You have a lot to work with.
Yeah, there's a lot to work with here.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Welcome to part 60 of Samuel's Little Known Facts. This week I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Today Show, going back to the updates of the week. The Today legacy. There's a 16-year winning streak from December 1995 to April 2012. And that time period, Today was the number one morning show in America for 852 consecutive weeks.
That's a good amount.
This remains one of the most dominant runs in television history. The streak finally ended when Good Morning America pulled ahead by a narrow margin of just 13,000 viewers.
Wow. Shout out to Michael Strahan.
Yeah, shout out to him. The show is a massive financial engine for NBC. In 2016, the first 2 hours of Today alone generated over $508 million in advertising revenue. Because it effectively functioned as its own brand within the network, it is often one of the most profitable programs in the entire NBC Universal portfolio.
What is Good Morning America owned by? Is it ABC?
I think so, yeah. While linear TV often struggles, Today saw a significant 21% boost in viewership in early 2026.
Whoa.
This was driven by a heavy push into digital integration, where segments from the third hour and Today with Hoda and Jenna went viral on social platforms, funneling younger audiences back to the morning broadcast.
Finally.
And where it said like the segments like third hour, that's what they did in Springfield.
Oh.
Where I guess it's more of like a lifestyle type segment. So in this realm, they went to Springfield. They did all the Route 66 stuff they showed on there.
Less national stuff.
It's, I think, just a little more enjoyable to watch. Kind of a little different from the norm. So shout out there.
Sense.
Final two little known facts, both regarding Al Roker. He had a 34-hour weather marathon.
More.
In 2014, Al set a Guinness World Record for the longest uninterrupted live weather report broadcast, known as Rokerthon.
Rokathon.
He stayed on the air for 34 consecutive hours to raise money for the USO. He even kept going through the night by doing deep dives into international weather and patterns and answering viewer questions live.
Wow.
And then finally, according to a 2024 Hollywood Reporter Morning Consult poll, Al Roker was officially named the most trusted morning show anchor in the country. With a 66% trust rating, he outpaced almost every other major news personality, proving that his decades of consistency have made him the show's North Star. Wow. And I met that man and got his autograph, and man, he's a solid dude. I want to be friends with Al.
I didn't know who Al Roker was until you texted me that this week.
That's actually insane.
Yeah,
that's
you sent me the picture.
Legitimately, that's insane. He's one of the most recognizable faces in all of America.
You sent me the picture, and I was like, I don't know who that is.
If you have thoughts for Dane, throw it in the comment section. If you didn't know who Al Roker was before this, let us know how that's even possible. I really don't know. Maybe part of it, again, like everybody knows who Al Roker is, but with me being homeschooled, I saw more morning television throughout the years. But even then, you should know who Al is.
Yeah, because like we watched Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So we didn't really watch like morning show stuff. My dad.
Yeah.
We always called the news. Like whenever I'm home for like Christmas break and stuff, we always say, "Yeah, you want to put on the news?" That means Sports Center.
Yeah.
And so we put on Sports Center. And the more you look at it, the more you start to realize Dane only talks about Jesus, sports, and girls.
Yeah. The big three.
The big three, if you will.
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
Part 113 of Jokes with Jack. I'm doing this while I'm at work on the clock. I love getting paid to tell you horrible jokes. All right, so what kind of lights did Noah have on the ark? Floodlights.
4 out of 10.
And now, it's time for...
So, Jack's jokes suck.
Shout out. You got a little chuckle from Dane. I
love it as a Bible joke.
It's got to be more than 4 out of 10. If you're getting a brief chuckle from Dane, I say it's probably at least a 6. No higher than a 7.
4.
Yeah. Okay. Do not have any extra voice memos this week, but we do have some Spotify responses.
Yes.
And a poll result as well. The poll was, how should Lindsay and Daniel handle their spring/summer lawn issues without a mower?
That's big.
33% of people said keep borrowing the neighbor's lawnmower.
For sure.
33% said buy your own lawnmower.
Don't do that.
0% said pay kids $35 to mow. And the final 33% said blackmail the kids to mow. So you have 3 legitimate options. You either buy your own, keep borrowing, or blackmail the kids.
Those are your 3 options.
So if the poll results change at any point, you can refresh the poll on Spotify, see what's happening to figure out what your final result should be. But right now you got 3 good options. None of them are paying the kids $35 to mow.
Yeah, we need to cut that out immediately.
If you know the Michael Jordan meme referring to kids, insert that here. I'm not going to say it.
And I took it personally.
No, the bleep.
Oh.
Them kids.
F them kids. I didn't know Michael Jordan said that.
I don't know if he did, but that's what the meme is.
I don't think he said that, but I don't know.
But that's what the meme is. You got to go with the meme. What do you meme?
I can't believe you brought that up on the pod.
You're the one who said it. I didn't say it. I thought of it. And then we had some comments. Don't know. Jack said he might throw in some extra things here. So, yeah, he definitely did. So the first one here is from Elizabeth Virgil.
Yes.
She said, all Dane's church tips were so good. Love hearing him talk about ministry because I relate so much.
I don't know what I said.
You say all the things.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, I also did my first baptism at a lake. April in Colorado. That water was cold, but it was a sunny day, so thank God for that. One of the teenage boys' dad has never come to church because he's in a wheelchair, but he came to watch his son being baptized.
One of those got to be there moments.
Yep. So exciting to see teenagers make the step in following Jesus. And then she put Samuel, Proverbs 5:19.
Ooh, that's the adulterous woman something.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
The loving doe, graceful deer. Her
read it.
Here's what it says in
this
NIV.
is scripture.
And this is what Elizabeth Virgil wanted me to read. So this is from her, and this isn't anything that I said. A loving doe, a graceful deer. May her breast satisfy you always. May you ever be intoxicated with her love.
Samuel.
I read what the Bible said.
Samuel.
I read what the Bible said. Elizabeth Virgil wanted me to read that verse.
Unreal.
So you blame Elizabeth if you want anything, but that's what she wanted me to read. Angel Birdwell put, Dane's comment on 2 a.m. in the morning at night made perfect sense to me.
What did I say?
You said 2 a.m. at night, I think.
Yeah, 2 a.m. at night or 2 a.m. in the morning.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I was like giving you a hard time because 2 a.m. is 2 in the morning.
I remember that now. Yeah. 2 a.m. in the morning.
But then you're like 2 a.m. at night. I'm like, it's in the morning. Either way,
I'm cleaning the bathroom.
Again, Angela, I'm just giving him a hard time. That's what this podcast is, but it's okay. But then she went on to say, we are going to see the Savannah Bananas play this Saturday night, which is tomorrow night, which means you will listen to this afterwards. But she said they're seeing them at Kyle Field, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
So any tips for the game would be appreciated. So, Angela, you already were there, which means you did a great job, first of all.
That's true.
Get there early.
Yes.
Hopefully you did that. Kind of embrace the banana ball stuff they do before the gates open. That's pretty cool. If you're going to buy merch, either buy it before the game outside the stadium or try to buy it immediately upon entering the stadium before the lines get too long.
Yes.
I personally bought a jersey when I went because I thought it was pretty cool. Haven't really worn it much, but wasn't too pricey, all things considered, and it is pretty neat. Besides that, just try to watch as much of the game as you can. Maybe don't get out of your seats too much because it's nonstop action.
Leave your phones in the car.
I mean, you could, but it might be handy to have a phone along just in case. But you won't have a lot of time to stare at your phone because, again, it's moving very quickly. And if you want to embrace the game, you shouldn't be looking at your phone.
And they got a timer, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Something else is before the game, oftentimes like random players are walking throughout the stadium. So if you want to get a picture with one, just kind of keep your eye open and use that as a good opportunity.
As opposed to closed.
And I think one other thing is the owner of Savannah Bananas, Banana Ball. Can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he's the guy in the all yellow suit. If you want to get a picture with him or meet him, apparently he waits until the last person leaves if you want a picture with him after the game.
Yes.
So
last person to leave, you got to take a picture with him, and then you got to stay there.
Yeah.
Wait in the parking lot.
Yeah.
and then become a Savannah banana.
That's how you do it. You know so much about this.
I read.
Jack Holmgren commented, I thought Dane trying to sell me to not run was funny, but when Samuel stepped in, he demolished his co-host with a smooth jazz background. You like jazz? Can't believe I'm saying this, but Samuel is the winner this week. If you play slow-pitch softball, it means you have bad knees. Felt like a personal attack, but so true. And then Jack responded to his own comment.
Nice.
Because what else would you do? He put 2 a.m. in the morning at night. Is a scientifically accurate statement, Samuel. Maybe if you had a regular circadian rhythms, you would know. The statement implies the recognition that the AM means morning, factually, but it still feels like evening hormonally.
Whoa.
4 a.m. is when it starts to feel like morning.
True.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is the doctor is saying that I win.
Yeah, Jack's the doctor. And then he also, I think that's the only extra comment he put. So that was our comments of the week. We had our poll results, and I think we'll just kind of keep moving into our number one sponsor of the week.
To Jesus' very known facts.
Christ of Nazareth. After I say one last thing that I forgot about, going off the poll again with the mowing, not mowing, etc.
Yes, mowing.
Rebecca had an idea for Lindsay and Daniel.
Good idea.
If they buy a small goat to trim the grass,
yeah,
that could work, and then they can start making a business out of it.
Yes, and then start making goat cheese out of it because Lindsay's lactose intolerant.
Yeah, so you could also start a goat farm to eat all your grass. And that way also, like if you don't have grass once you move to Springfield with like an apartment, you can still have your goat farm as pets.
Yeah, well, I mean, and Lindsay would have a lot in common with the goat.
Because she's the greatest of all time.
Because she's hairy like a goat.
And speaking of greatest of all time, back to Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our number one sponsor of the week.
Always number one. So this past week we ended our youth ministry for the summer.
Oh, okay, just for the summer.
Just for the summer, yeah, because we take summer break, obviously. Yeah. But, I mean, we don't don't do nothing over the summer. We have 3 different events. I'm going to do a silent disco. I'm going to do a glow night where everything is glow-in-the-dark themed.
Ooh.
And I think I was going to try and get glow-in-the-dark food there, which I need to do more research on. But...
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. These are just ideas in my head.
Yeah.
And, marshmallows, maybe. And then at the end of the summer, I'm going to do a Olympics, middle school Olympics.
That's fun.
Yeah, we've done it the past couple of years, and it is pretty fun. You just come up with random challenges to do outside. And we cut one this year, which was Water Wars.
Why did you cut Water Wars?
Because it destroys the grassy area at Hill City.
That checks out.
Yeah, because we're literally flooding the place.
Unless you do it down in the ditch.
Oh, in the moat?
Yeah, the moat.
Yes.
But you need to clean out the moat first.
Oh, my goodness. It's its own ecosystem at this point.
Clean out the moat,
do
Water
ducks.
Wars. That would be fun.
Man, that would be fun.
Yeah.
But see, we were in a series this whole semester called Knowing Jesus, and the series was intended for everybody to understand that you have to know who Jesus is before you get in the car and start to follow him, because why would you get in a car with somebody you don't know, even if they have candy? Because whenever I would say that to kids, they would be like, unless if they have candy. And I'm like, no, never get in a car with somebody you don't know, because you shouldn't follow somebody unless you know who they are. Ipso facto, you should know who Jesus is before you follow him.
True.
So every leader and everybody who is listening to this podcast right now who has started to follow Jesus would say that following Jesus is the best decision that they've ever made in their entire life. And it's also the most important decision they've made in their entire life. It's changed how we talk, how we think, what we do, how we do it. Life with Jesus has changed how we make decisions, what we watch on TV, what music we listen to, the way we treat others, how we respect our parents. Jesus honestly changes everything. And so for me personally, following Jesus gave me some of the best friends and sweetest moments that I've had in my entire life. I remember times picking up Lindsay in the morning and saying, Lindsay, I'm going to be there at your apartment at 8:30 so we can make it to Hill City by 9. And then Lindsay would come down the stairs and be ready at 8:57. And so I started telling her that I was here whenever I wasn't actually there. So that way she would come downstairs on time. But So all these sweet moments and greatest experience in my entire life and best friends, these things are available to you. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not saying that like you start following Jesus and then all of a sudden your life just gets better, because you can suffer and die, honestly, to the glory of God. And so whatever Jesus needs to do to bring himself honor and glory, that's the point of your life. But he also does offer some of the sweetest things in this entire life. In fact, the good life and life itself is only found with Jesus, never apart from him. Mm-hmm. And so some of these things that is available, or some of this good life that is available, it's available to everyone, quite literally everyone. And so whenever I mean everyone at like your school, your sports team, your friend group, your cousins, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your neighbors, your workplace, your family reunion, your high school reunion, your everything, everybody, that person that you dislike the most in the world, this is offered to them as well. And so the question is, how does God intend to tell people about himself? And what is God's plan? How does he plan to tell people about his finished work on the cross? What did he say was his plan? And it's actually Matthew 28, 16 through 20. Now the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had directed them. And when they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted, which is very interesting because they are seeing the like incarnate Jesus, and they're like, he literally is resurrected before my eyes, and yet still some doubted. It's interesting. And Jesus came to them and said, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always to the very end of the age. And so this is God's plan.
Yeah.
This is God's plan, and God could have and can reveal himself in any way that he wanted to. He could have wrote a giant sign in the sky that says, God is real, I am God, Yahweh is real, the one true God. He could have made a volcano erupt and hit a pigeon that then lands in front of you that spells out God is real.
Yeah.
And yet he didn't. The way he chose to do it is through you. Through other people, for the most part. And in fact, he said to take his good news to all nations, to tell everyone that your life and their life is going somewhere. And this is what I want you to consider, is that your life is going somewhere. And Jesus has actually called you to tell the people that are closest around you, to tell people about him. And so, 9 years ago, God sent somebody into my life, Jake's Body Shop, or Jiggly Jake, if you will, to tell me about Jesus. And he invited me to a small group where we sat and we talked about Jesus and we ate food. And so now I want to challenge you guys. Who can you invite in your life to eat food and talk about Jesus with? How can you invite them to a small group, to church, to whatever it is, and say, hey, I want to tell you about the greatest news you've ever heard in your entire life, and I want you to offer this life-changing news to them. Think of that one person. I know you have a thought, and then think of one small way that you can just say, hey, what are you doing with this in your life? Where is your life going? Where do you think you're going to go at the end of your life? On a scale of 1 to 10, how sure are you that you're going to heaven? And if God stood in front of you, why should he let you in? And that's your basis right there. That's what you should be doing with our entire lives, is going and telling people about him, keeping the main thing the main thing.
Let's go. Good word, as always.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, sponsors of the week, Jake, Trust, and Art, who I played catch with last week.
Unreal.
After the pod, because he was trying to play catch with you, and then you're like, no, reach out to Samuel. And he did, and we played for, probably between 1 to 2 hours. I took off my shirt right away to play catch.
Gross.
And he followed. And then I got really bad sunburn on my shoulders and back.
Yeah, that happens.
Kind of deserved it, but it was nice playing catch with him. I was very sore the next day.
Well, yeah, your shoulder.
We legitimately played nonstop catch for like about an hour and a half.
Good.
It was nice though. It was fun. So shout out to him. Number 2, sponsor of the week, Pretty Ricky. That's about it.
He's moving out.
Finally?
Yes.
Good.
He's moving out, and I'm losing another roommate to the epidemic known as marriage.
That's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to try to bring in to replace him?
There's a guy named Josh, who the only fun facts I know about him so far is that he plays guitar and he's very tall.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
And then our number 3 sponsor of the week, Baby Reverend Banks.
Wow, that guy.
What a guy. Kind of a goat, some may say.
He does eat a lot.
Lindsay, Daniel, hire out Baby Reverend.
His mom called me last night.
Called you what?
Well, she called me and said, hey, if we have a game night at our house, would you show up to that? And I said, I have a going away party. So maybe.
Well, you don't know if you're going to go.
She doesn't know if I'm going to go.
God does, but he's not telling. And then our number 3 sponsor of the week, courtesy of the Jack Holmgren and Dane, homemade chocolate chip cookies from Banana Bread Batty.
Banana Bread Baddies.
You said Batty. I asked you beforehand.
Well, it's plural.
So Dane wants the homemade chocolate chip cookies from Banana Bread Baddies.
Yes. So there's this guy who has an Instagram account, and he's made like several videos.
And he's a Banana Bread Baddie?
No, he talks about Banana Bread Baddies. And places to find Banana Bread Baddies.
Okay.
And then girls will flood the comments and say, you should look here and here and here and here.
To find the Banana Bread Baddies.
What it is not a clubbing girl. It's not a, I'm going to go partying and this and that girl. It's a, I want to settle down and actually be a wife girl.
And make the banana bread.
And make banana bread.
So is she the baddies, or is she the banana bread maker for the baddies, which is you?
Yes.
Or are you both baddies?
Oh, she's the baddie.
She's the baddie.
She's the baddie. And so that's how it started, is he goes, hey, are there girls in your life that are making banana bread? And are they a baddie? They're usually wife material. And that's how it started. Then they started being like, hey, look at Trader Joe's, look at these places, go to church. And then somebody else started a rival account for guys. A girl made this account. It's called Backyard Barbecue Boys.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because Backyard Barbecue Boys, they're not out partying. They're not out using Snapchat.
No.
They're doing chores on the weekend. They're barbecuing on the weekend.
They're mowing their lawn. Put some lines in the lawn.
They own a home.
Yeah.
And so
which means they don't have time to go out clubbing because they're homeowners.
Yes, they're
responsible homeowners.
Yes.
And they can cook a steak. They can cook a burger.
Yes.
And they can do a bonfire and have some real conversations with the boys about real life issues.
And if they have all of that, guess what they also have?
Good conversational capacity for you.
And what else?
And money.
And
a job.
Yes, there we go. Yeah. They have a full-time job, and they probably have never been convicted of a felony.
Most likely.
But
even if you have been, there is Jesus.
There is Jesus.
So you can get redeemed there.
Yes. So what I'm saying is, go find yourself a Banana Bread Baddie or a Backyard Barbecue Boy.
Nice.
Lindsay, does Daniel barbecue? We don't know.
You don't know.
God does,
but he's not telling. We still have until next week. Shirts available. Hit us up if you want one. Friday Pickleball. Use the link in the bio. Is either $5 or $10 off. I don't really know. You don't really know. God does. He's not telling. For Aura Pro paddles, or I think you have to buy at least 2 of the cheaper paddles if you want a big discount. Dane's ministry support links in the bio for a little bit longer, but at this point, just Venmo him. If you want to give him money, give him money.
That's true.
In that capacity.
That link will be shutting down in 1 month.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
And then you can use the code Samuel14434 on Bloom's website to get a Bloom card to lock you out of your phone if you want 10% off. They were recently on Shark Tank, and they got a deal with one of the sharks.
Bloom?
Yeah.
Man, sorry to hear that, guys.
Yeah, it was one of the sharks that's not like as big of a deal, like one of the
I only remember
the 4-in-1.
4-in-1.
Yeah, there's like a 4-in-1.
I remember Mark Cuban and then the other bald white guy.
Yeah.
And the girl.
And Cuban's not on there anymore. Yeah. The girl still is. And
who's the bald white guy? I like the bald white guy because he's kind of
who is the current
on
Shark Tank
crew
cast? They have nowadays, pretty sure, Barbara Corcoran, who's the real estate lady who people don't really like. Lori Greiner, who's the lady who people do like. Okay. Robert Hershevik, which is the guy with like a clean haircut, and he's been around for a bit. Damon John, or Draymond. It says Damon here. Yeah, Damon John, you know him. Kevin O'Leary is the one you're talking about, the bald guy.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I see them all now.
A new regular investor, Daniel Lubitsky.
Yeah.
And I think he's the one who did the deal with Bloom.
Okay.
I think he gave $75,000 for 20% of the company.
Well, he's my least favorite then.
Yeah, but he did give money to Bloom, so who knows? Maybe the discount codes won't work much longer, but if you want a deal on only one card, use the code Samuel14434.
Kevin O'Leary.
Keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Leave us 5 stars. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, which is where you can leave us a voice memo. And finally, thank you again for listening to episode 175 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Go find yourself Banana Bread Baddie or Backyard Barbecue Boy.